So right, I like to say Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work and truth and sincerity. So real quick, I want to grab this in the book of 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 3. It says, therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shah Mashiach. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. Right? So when you go into this word soldier, it means to be Salakia. Ultimate, when you go into the etymology of the word, it means to be alone. But also when you go into the definition of the word, Salakia, I'm gonna grab it real quick, but I'm driving. When you also go into the word, it means to be I believe like a candidate, one that is chosen. So Khan, let's get it. Right? Let me get it real quick.
Strong's G 4758 stratalageo.
Stragalageo in the Greek. It means to gather, collect an army to enlist soldiers of the commander. So that's what the Lord is doing, man. The Lord is collecting his army, being the elect, the 1/3. The elect, the 144,000. Right? So when you go into the Strong's definition, again, it means from a compound of the base of G4756 and G3004 and its origin sense to gather or select, which the Lord is going to gather his elect. He said, for I will gather my people from the four winds of the earth. So it says to gather or select as a warrior, i.e. Enlist in an army chosen to be a soldier. So you're chosen in this thing. Right? Going back into the book of John 15 and 16. For it's not ye that have chosen me, but me that have chosen you. And one thing you got to understand, and one thing you got to understand, man, is that you don't have to be in a camp to get salvation, man. You don't have to be in a camp to get salvation. As long, if the Spirit is on you, you follow after the teachings of you follow after the teachings of what the Spirit is on you to follow after. Right? Me, myself, I'm going to follow after the teachings of GMS. Whether if I'm in the camp or out the camp, I'm still going to follow after the teachings of GMS, because the scripture says, keep that which thou hast been taught. And this is what I have been taught. And this is what I'm gonna keep pushing, regardless of being in or out of a camp. And through the Spirit and the will of Yahweh Shai, I've been chosen to go to battle. And so we at battle, man. And how we go to battle is not carnally speaking, but through these words is how we go to battle. So through the afflictions, regardless, you have to endure these things as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai, and keep pushing the word, man. Keep pushing the word, regardless if you in the camp or not, man. Just keep pushing the word. Do what you have to do. Keep the commandments of Yahweh Shai. Rehearse the righteous acts, man. The Lord said in Matthew's, I believe that's 12, the Lord said, for those that are my brother, my mother, are those that do it the will of the Father. So keep doing the will of the Father, man. And you might even have to be out on the highways and byways alone to do this work, man. You might have to be on the highways and byways alone to do this work. Remember, man, that was prophets in the ancient world that had to do it alone, man. Jeremiah had to do it alone. Jonah had to do it alone. They had to go out there and prophesy against Israel alone, man. So when the scripture says, when two or more are gathered in my name, there I am in the midst of them. Even if you have to be out there by yourself, man, doesn't mean that the Lord isn't with you, man. Just keep pushing. Keep going into the doctrine that you have been taught. And keep doing what you have to do, man, at the end of the day, man. There's probably reasons why there's reasons why you get kicked out the camp. There's reason why you get suspended out of the camp, but just keep pushing, man. Regardless of what happens, keep pushing. Remember, man, this is your salvation. This isn't another man's salvation, man. This is your salvation. And the Lord told you what you have to do, man. Regardless if you get kicked out or suspended or not, man. That isn't something that the Lord was doing in the ancient world. But keep pushing at the end of the day. Keep pushing at the end of the day. Remember, man, Peter rejected Yahushua 3 times. That was prophesied. He told Peter, man, you're going to reject me thrice. Remember Judas, man. Judas betrayed Yahushua and gave him up to the soldiers. Gave him up to the man that was going to prosecute him and put him to death. But even still, he was chosen to do the work. So just keep doing the work. Keep pushing it. Endure the hardness. It's just but a little affliction. And keep doing the work, man. And stick to speaking about prophecies, man. Prophecies are very important because there's so much going on in the world right now. The dollar is collapsing. They're pushing in for this MOTB to make it mandatory. Look, they're creating laws. They're creating bills to get around the Constitution. Because why they're trying to get rid of the Constitution, man. People are getting evicted, people are getting evicted on a heavy level out here in Arizona, man. People are getting evicted like crazy. And pretty soon these people are going to react. That's why they're trying to push for a bill. They're trying to push for a bill out here in Arizona to stop the landlord from raising up their rent, man. Because people can't live right now, man. Even the jobs that they're getting isn't allowing them to afford housing. It's not even allowing them to afford housing. So eventually, man, that right there, man, that's going to cause a lot of chaos here in Arizona alone, man, and all over the place. Every state and city that's going through it. These people are going to eventually react, man. It's going to get real crazy out here. Going back into the book of 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, the 15th chapter, the 9th chapter, many other chapter and verses that speak on it, man. There's a lot of things that's taking place. So let's go back to this, and I want to get this in a different translation. Come, bear with me for a second. Let me see, Salakia. Endure suffering along with me as a good soldier of Yahweh Shemiah Shah. Usually, man, I like getting it in the NIV. Salakia. But it's good, man. I'll try to get it later. But Khan, Salakia for that, man. But at the end of the day, again, man, endure as a good soldier of Yahweh Shemiah Shah, man. Endure the light affliction. It's only a light affliction. And again, man, a camp isn't what's gonna well, let me say it like this. You don't have to be in a camp to get salvation, man. Right? Just do the will of Yahweh Shemiah Shah. And whatever camp you was taught in, just keep that doctrine, keep that teachings. Right? The apostles of GMS, Apostle Tahar, Apostle Rakar, Apostle Ramlar, Apostle Gabar, man, they always going into these things, man. Always going into prophecies, always going into the scriptures, breaking down the scriptures. Just keep following after the teachings if you're under GMS. And that's it, man. If you have to do this thing alone, then hey, it is what it is. It's through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shemiah Shah. But other than that, man, just keep pushing. But I'm gonna end it from there and say Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shah, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakak Kodash, the apostles and elders of GMS. And salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. I like to say Shalom.